The University of Guam Marine Lab may have the answer to a long-running debate on Guam and worldwide concerning whether rotational marine preserves can be effective in the long run. A team of scientists from UOG and other international research institutions gathered data around Guam that suggests that opening marine preserves to fishing leads to long-term declines in the ability of a species to replenish its numbers. Brett Taylor is the lead author for the study.
So the idea with having a rotational MPA really just falls to, I wouldn't so much use the word harmful, it just falls to what are you trying to get out of your MPA is the end conclusion. Because if you're trying to maintain a spawning stock, biomass of spawning stock, you're not going to achieve that with a rotational MPA.
The study looked at Lethrhinus herrick, a species of mafuti, and was conducted in 2 marine preserves, the Petey Baumholz Preserve and the Achang Marine Preserve, as well as Agana Bay and Rios Bay. Data gathered in the study suggests that even though the mafuti have relatively short lifespans, the preserves have been slow to recover the larger and older generations of the mafuti, even though fishing bans have been enforced in the preserve since 1999.
The benefit with MPAs is that you get that one bit of area, one slice of the population that can maintain what we might call natural age structures. So you still would have these older females in the population. You can still have a healthy population, I'm saying that in a mathematical term, in that it's not overfished, but it still doesn't retain those older females in the population because the fishing pressure in pretty much any fishery happens on the larger and older side of the distribution.
Guam Fishermen Co-op President Manny Duenas, however, argues that the mafuti looked at in this study are not heavily fished on Guam.
There's about 6 types of mafuti on Guam. The species that was done in the research or studied in the research is not a targeted species. It's the least of all fish that we harvest.
Duenas says fishing is unfairly blamed for fish population problems when sedimentation and land use practices pose a threat to fish habitat. Taylor says his study is not meant to be for or against marine preserves, but he hopes it does tell us whether the marine preserves on Guam are doing their job.
Productive biology. And essentially what we've addressed here is that, yes, there is a lot more reproductive biomass within the MPAs than adjacent fish sites, and that's significant.
The study is published in the latest issue of the prominent scientific journal, the Public Library of Science. Betsy Brown, PNC News.